And hello everybody and welcome back to your last chance to actually participate in a bit war between Aragorn and Gimli. And in the meantime we will also entertain you with Pokémon trading card game by Crrool. So good luck, Crrool.
Hello everyone, welcome to Pokemon TCG. Quick filler run because we had time for it, and this is a cool little run. We're just gonna get on our way right away. So, Box starting the run in 3, 2, 1, go. So, welcome everybody to Pokemon TCG. The Pokemon trading card game is a pretty fun little Gen 1 trading card game based on the Pokemon trading card game. The idea of the game is fairly simple. We get the tutorial, and then we have to beat 8 gyms, after which we can basically go to the Elite Four. Except the gyms are called clubs, and the Elite Four is called something else as well, but the idea is the exact same. Now, this is any % no ACE, which means any % no arbitrary code execution, meaning we can use other glitches, and there is a very fun little glitch that they discovered not that long ago, like a year and a half or so ago-ish. It'll basically what it boils down to is we start our fight against whoever we're facing. We pick our Pokemon as we do, put our cards down up on the table. We then table flip and claim that we won. That is basically the idea of every fight that we're going to be doing in this game. So this is Sam. This tutorial normally takes about 8 minutes, which is really long, and he is really slow at talking because we haven't been able to set our text speed to anything faster than this yet. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of 8-minute tutorials, so what we're going to do is we're going to follow his instructions until we get to do our first actual turn. So we place down our Goldeen. He then wants us to place down our Staryu. Now, he's going to repeat the instructions every time that I do something, something different from how he wants me to do it. So he's a real pain. We always get to go first on this one. That is the one bit of RNG that we get to see in most parts, where the game is going to... It's a 50-50 whether we go first or not, and there's not really much of a way that I'm going to be influencing that. So, here we get the instructions on what to do, but instead of that, I'm going to go to the Staryu. Let's see if I can get it. Okay, not the cleanest, but yeah, we table flip and we claim, okay, we've now beaten you. And he agrees, we have won. It's a strategy he definitely did not see coming, so we get some more text and we get to pick our starter deck. Now we have to choose between the Bulbasaur, Squirtle, or Charmander starter decks. We're going to go for the Bulbasaur one because it is the most bulky starter deck of the 3. And since I'm not planning on doing any deck changes anytime soon, bulky is nice. Bulky is probably the most important part because it means we're not as likely to die on turn 1. So, a little bit more here, and now we get to finally do our settings. We're going to go set the text speed to fast. We're going to set the animations off, and with that, it is off to the first gym of the game. We also get to meet our rival here. This is Ronald. We'll see him a few times. We'll fight him a few times. But first things first, the electric-type gym. Now, the order of the gyms doesn't really matter. You can do all 8 of them in whatever order you want. Some gyms you have to beat certain trainers before you can do something, or you have a little side quest before you can really do something. For this one, we need to beat all of the trainers in the gym first, and it's only after we've beaten the trainers that we can actually progress. So that's 2 trainers down. Time for trainer number 3. Now I will say, after every other gym, I'm going to be saving the game, because it is possible to lose, and if we lose, we're kind of in trouble. So the way that this glitch works, sort of, is basically what I do is whenever I'm in a fight, I go into the menu of my Pokemon, specifically the last Pokemon in my list. That's okay. Once I'm at that Pokemon, I press B to cancel out, and then down an A at the same time, and that'll basically put the game back to the state of my last one, or the last battle, so the end result of the last battle. So if I won the previous battle, that'll mean that it'll count it as a win. If I've lost the previous battle, it'll mean it'll count it as a loss. So that's the idea. That's also why if I lose at any point, that can be a bit of a problem, because at that point, I am going to have to win another fight the regular way before we can actually try again and continue. So yeah, this is the water gym. In between, you saw me enter the fighting club. So basically the fighting gym. For the fighting gym, I have to defeat 3 of his pupils, which are randomly scattered across the other gyms. And once we've beaten him, he'll fight us. The water gym is another, we need to fight everyone. First these 2 at the bottom, that'll make Joshua actually fight us. And once we beat Joshua, we can go to the water gym leader. Go. So yeah, he's now going to wake up the water gym leader here, Amy. And we get to face her. So it's always nice seeing Kangaskhan in my first menu, because Kangaskhan is probably one of the most bulky Pokemon I have. It is one of those Pokemon that is pretty much impossible for the opponent to kill in the first turn. Alright, that's 2 gyms down. We got ourselves the water batch. And now we have a little bit of stuff we need to do before we go to the next gym. First off, I'm going to be saving the game. Like I said, I'm going to save it about every other gym, just in case I lose somewhere. So this is Ronald, our rival. It's the first time we have to fight our rival. Now, normally, in a normal any percent, glitchless, it is possible to... Well, skip is the wrong word, but you would normally lose this fight, because the game will progress even if you lose that fight. However, because of that messing with our glitch, we're not going to lose the fights here, or at least that's the idea. Okay, 3rd gym we're entering. This time it's the grass gym, and the grass gym is actually going to be the last gym that we're going to be finishing. There's 3 trainers in the grass gym that I need to defeat, basically the 3 gym trainers, and that'll spawn the gym leader, but not actually at the gym. She'll be somewhere else. Okay, that's a little annoying. Luckily, Ditto isn't that scary. So these are the first 2. Now this place also has the first member of the fighting club. That's this guy over here, Michael. Oh, come on. Yes, I want to fight you. So after we defeat this guy, he will leave and go back to the fighting club, and that's one of the 3 pupils that we need to defeat. Defeated. Okay, was a little bit slow on that one. That's okay. This glitch is kind of finicky in its timing. It is possible to get that right. Like, it is possible to get that consistent, but it is kind of finicky, so it can be a little bit tricky sometimes. So it is basically frame perfect. Oh, that's... If I can actually hit my A button when I'm doing this... Come on. There we go. Okay. That's the last one here. So, now that we're done with that, we're going to move on to the Science Club. Here, we only have to defeat this specific trainer, because he'll then move away and allow us access to the Science Club leader. We don't really care if we get paralyzed or not. It's nicer not to, because it has a very small animation it plays, but it's really alright. Alright. Science Club Master Rick. with his Mewtwo. This guy has a bunch of Mewtwo's, but those Mewtwo's never really get to do anything turn 1, so that is the Science Club done. 3 gyms down, 5 more to go. So now we're coming up on some a little bit faster gyms. We've kind of done all of the long gyms at this point. So now it's time to do the faster things, starting off with the Fire Gym, who also has a member of the Fighting Club here. This is Jessica. There we go, that was Jessica. So the way that we do the order of the gyms, there's kind of 2 different routes that both work out. But the essential idea here is we kind of just want to go through all of the gyms with as little overworld movement as possible. So the order doesn't really matter. But there's a few things that we always have to do. And we kind of, like, we can circle around the map either clockwise or counterclockwise, and both kind of just work. So yeah, that's the Fire Gym. Easy gym. In the Fire Gym, you just have to defeat the leader. There's, like, none of the other trainers here are required. Which brings us to the Psychic Gym. And this one works just like the previous one. We can immediately just go for the gym leader. So this is Murray. I'm going to put 2 Pokemon up, actually. There we go. That's the Psychic Gym leader. So as soon as we head out here, we will once again get to fight our rival. And then we get to unlock the... or we're basically going to start unlocking the remaining 2 gyms. The 2 gym leaders that we haven't actually unlocked yet. There we go, that's our rival fight. I'm going to do one more save here, just to be absolutely safe. Luckily, saving in this game is super fast anyway, so it doesn't really cost me anything to take that extra bit of marathon safety. Last time I ran this at BSG, I died in a fight and I couldn't recover because of it. And I really don't want that to happen again. Alright, so this is the Rock Gym. Fairly easy gym as well, not much to it. We can go to the leader, defeat him, and that's that. Now here in the Rock Gym is also where the last Fighting Club member is. That's over here. This is Chris. And by defeating him, we will now unlock the Fighting Gym itself. Or, well, the Fighting Gym leader. I'm just going to keep calling them gyms, even though they're called clubs in the game. Anyway, Rashel, if you want to do a very quick plug, now might be a good moment for it, as we clean up the last 2 gym leaders here.
Yeah, I can tell something about one of our sponsors, which is Delfino Customs, which is a controller and console business located in England. They specialize in customization, modifications, and repairs. And they even contributed the PlayStation 2 controller, which is one of our prizes. And if you use the code BSG221 on any orders up until the 25th of August, so you have 4 more days to get £5 off your order. And if you customize your controller cable with their paracord service, they will also donate £5 to Minds.
I'm gonna quickly mention that the code is BSG 2021, not 221.
I'm sorry, I thought I said 2021.
No worries, no worries. Anyway, that was the last gym leader, so now we get to the Elite Four here. We've we've beaten all of the 8 gyms, which means we now get to play in this tournament. And the winner of the tournament gets like 4 really rare cards. So it works similar to the regular Elite Four. But every one here has a deck dedicated to one of the legendaries that it's about. In this case, it is Articuno. So this will be an Articuno deck. So there we go. The second one here, this is probably the scariest of these four, Steve. He has a Zapdos deck. And the reason he's scary is that if he draws a Zapdos, and then places that on his bench, that'll deal 30 damage to my Pokemon. And that's quite a lot at this point in the game. Because here I got Kangaskhan, so I'm not really in trouble, but if he draws that and I only have a weaker Pokemon, then that can be a little bit scary. Okay, so here's the third Elite Four member. This is Jack. Do start getting ready on time, by the way. We have 3 fights left. Okay, that's Jack. So now the last of the Elite Four members, this is Rod. He has a Dragonite deck. Actually, I got them mixed up. The first one was a Moltres deck. Jack has the Articuno deck. Gotta correct that real quick. There we go. And now it turns out there is one more fight that's left, specifically our rival, because our rival beat the Elite Four as well. So we now need to face him for to see who gets the legendary cards. So yeah, final battle of the game. Time is not immediately after this fight. It's after I get the last of the cards. That said, do get ready on time. So yeah, we've now beaten the we've beaten the champion, so we get the legendary cards here. So after the fourth one here is when time will be, so do get ready. Okay, there's a few text boxes that follow immediately after, but it takes just a fraction of a second, basically, and time. So yeah, that is Pokemon TCG with a bunch of table flipping. Like I said, we were just gonna go into every fight, we table flip, and then we walk away. Hope you guys had fun. That was it for me for today. I'll be back for the afterthoughts at the end of the marathon. But we have some really cool runs coming still before that. So, Rashla, I'll give it back to you, and have fun, everybody.
Well, thank you, Crrool, for that amazing and really fast-paced one. And I did know that we were playing Tabletop Simulator, where you can flip the table. But next up, we get the Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, and there's still a bit more coming up. So if you want something else, then give me like maybe Isildur or Legolas or Aragorn.
No, not Aragorn. Isildur is where it's at.
Yeah, Isildur, of course, the real king of Gondor. You still have like 10 minutes to donate, basically during the whole intermission. So, but first we will play some ads, so please stay tuned.